The mission and the purpose of READI Chicago is to identify the highest risk population to be impacted by gun violence, by victimization and or perpetration, and to engage them in two types of intentional activities. The first is cognitive behavioral therapy, and then the second is job skill and employment development. And so on average, our participants could have 4 to 5 felony arrests and between 14 and 18 arrests. The majority of our population is African American male. They deal with homelessness, all the barriers to employment that you can fathom, in addition to high levels of trauma. And they live in 5 very specific communities in the south and west sides of Chicago, where we recruit and engage them. The HHP Lift provides safe spaces where they can come in with high levels of trauma and just engage in meaningful work and learn a skill in the process. And then I think the other thing that HHP Lift provides for our participants is people who are interested in their lives and people who are interested in helping them, opposed to just do this labor for me and then thank you, see you tomorrow. But it's more intentional and it's more real and it's human. And I think that for a population that has been written off by society and or they have reacted to being written off by society by acting out through violence, they come to a space in HHP Lift that reminds them that not everybody has written them off. They've not only engaged with the participant and giving them that impact, they're engaged with another Heartland Initiative that works to make companies and spaces and staff more trauma informed. They're really committed to creating safe spaces for communities of color, and they're very committed to the READI population. I think the downside to working with HHP Lift is that we want to send them all here. So being able to create that capacity for HHP Lift, I think a lot of the guys that do come to this work site engage such meaningful ways that they ask to come back. HHP Lift is a part of a coalition of companies impacting gun violence, and I don't even know if HHP Lift meant to do that, right? I don't think they ever said, hey, our mission is to impact gun violence in the city of Chicago, but they've definitely stepped up to the challenge, and they are a part of that citywide movement of reducing gun violence in our city. I came to the site visit right before they were getting ready to exit, and the guys were super nervous, and I was trying to figure out what is it that's making you nervous. You've been there. So it turned out they were doing yoga. Watching the guys' positive energy and nervousness, and the staff even, right? And then it just became a norm and an excitement for them. Instead of just coming straight to work into business, they engaged them in sort of physical health and state of mind, right? Which is exactly what a lot of us don't know how to do who are engaged in violence. We don't know how to center ourselves and bring peace of mind because of the chaos that runs through our minds. The trickle-down effect to the idea of how it impacts families, the majority of our men are fathers. So now they're experiencing a physical change, they're experiencing an emotional change, and then they're experiencing an economical change. And what that's gonna do is gonna have a ripple-down effect to sort of changing future generations. But I think in addition to that, over the COVID period, as we were working remotely, this target population is the last to be thought of how do they continue economic access when they don't have salary-driven positions or, essential workers per se. HHP Lift continued to engage with us in digital learning and digital engagement, right? So I think those are all ways that speak volumes to HHP Lift character and their willingness to want to learn and do something to impact our guys.